Our top story today from the GatewayPundit.com. A shirtless Trump supporter puts a CNN reporter in her place with an awesome response after she suggests that he's too rich to have concerns about the economy. We're talking about this story and so much more here on the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundit's Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours in around 10 minutes. Our top story today from the GatewayPundit.com, a shirtless Trump supporter puts a CNN reporter in her place. Colin Linebarger reports. The wisdom of MAGA continues to be grossly underestimated by liberal media propagandists across America, causing them to get humiliated time and time again. Now, when a segment aired on Anderson Cooper 360 on Wednesday evening, CNN reporter Ellie Reeve went to Florida to interview Trump supporters attending a MAGA flotilla boat parade organized by the Bay Country Republican Party in Panama City Beach's Shell Island. Now, the purpose of her trip was supposedly to gauge opinions on the issues important to Trump supporters. Things then went south for Reeve, who eventually encountered a shirtless beer-drinking man named Joe Harner. She started by asking him what his most important issue was, to which Harner said the economy. He explained that things were too expensive thanks to high interest rates and other factors. Now, before you see how badly this went for the given CNN reporter, just watch this clip.
I live in Latitude, Margaritaville.
What's your most important issue?
The economy, getting the interest rates down, getting it where we can afford to live in America. Right now, it's too expensive.
Okay, now let me maybe ask like a slightly impolite question. But, if you can afford a boat, you're not hurting so bad, right? Because a boat costs a lot of money and it's a lot of upkeep.
Listen, nobody gave me shit. I earned everything that I've got. I'm retired military, retired power plant, and I am successful and retired and with boats, jet skis, because I did it right. And everybody has that chance. Whether they choose or not, that's up to them.
I would never try to take anything away from you in that way. But what I'm asking is, groceries are probably a smaller part of your budget than, say, someone who's like a little worse off. I think it's interesting that people who are a little bit more comfortable are still so concerned about the economy. Did you see what I'm saying?
Because I want my money to go further. I want inflation to go down. I want interest rates to go back down. I want all that. But that covers everybody in the economy. Not just me, not just the poor, not just the rich. It covers everybody.
Now, something I've heard from some people, tell me if this applies to you, is like they're worried their kids aren't able to afford a house or a car.
No, I trained my kids and taught my kids properly. They have great educations, and they're both successful in their careers. Actually, they're doing better than me.
And definitely she got schooled. She was expecting to find some stupid Trump supporter that she could make fun of. But in the end, what she got was a taste of her own medicine. Another important story that just happened recently is a Kentucky judge was shot and killed in his chambers. Listen to this story from Christina Lila. It's shocking. A Kentucky judge was fatally shot in his chambers on Thursday, Governor Andy Bashar announced. The Mountain Eagle reported that Leicester County Sheriff Mickey Steins fatally shot District Judge Kevin Mullins. No other details about the fatal stabbings were immediately released. Sadly, I've been informed that a district judge in Letcher County was shot and killed in his chambers this afternoon. There's far too much evidence in this world, and I pray that there is a patch to a better tomorrow, Andy Bashar said. It goes on to explain that NBC News reported that a sheriff in Kentucky is accused of fatally shooting a district judge at a courthouse Thursday afternoon. Judge Kevin Mullins was in his district office when he was shot shortly after 3 p.m., and Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins has been detained in the slaying, Kentucky State Police said Thursday night. Steins, a 2-term sheriff, is expected to be charged with first-degree murder. No motive in the shooting was disclosed. Investigators were trying to get answers to what led up to the actual shooting. A state trooper, Matt Gayhart, said at an evening news conference, the judge was shot multiple times after an argument with Steins, state police said. Now, this type of cold-blooded killing has become all too familiar in our country. It disgusts me to realize that we live in a day and age where we're not even shocked to hear this. I mean, this is a judge in his chamber where he should be safe. This is America, damn it. I mean, when you're living and breathing to serve the justice of the American people, you shouldn't be afraid of a police officer or any law enforcement agency shooting you dead. But unfortunately, this is the country that we live in. Our next story is about the election as a Teamster president offers advice to AOC after she throws a hissy fit over union's non-endorsement of Kamala Harris. Let's talk about it. Mike LaChance reports that far-left New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is having a meltdown over the fact that the Teamsters union is not endorsing Kamala Harris. The union decided not to endorse any candidate, despite the fact that their members overwhelmingly support Trump. Now, AOC threw a fit on Twitter X Spaces, posting this cope message. Sean O'Brien has been boosting Republicans all year while supporting anti-worker, anti-choice Senate candidates. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote to save Teamster pensions nationwide. Listen to your local. They know the score. Thank you. Call Teamster PAC. Now, Teamster President Sean O'Brien appeared on CNN today and offered AOC some free advice. We have the clip here. It's absolutely amazing. Check this out. Here's what he had to say.
She should maybe get into her district where it voted far Republican, far right Republican, and maybe find out what the problem is. When I have a problem in a work site and there is criticism, I get right in there and find out what.
What do you mean voted
is.
far right Republican?
In our polling,
she's a Democrat.
In our polling,
you mean among Teamsters?
In our polling, New York, her district, voted overwhelmingly Republican to support President Trump. So she may want to focus on her job instead of mine.
And I love how he says beautifully, why doesn't she focus on her job instead of mine? Now, when it comes to this, it is shocking to me, though, that he says that they voted far right. I mean, can we just get over the BS of talking like voting for Trump is somehow far right? I mean, being patriotic, is that really, truly the hallmark of being an extremist? Or maybe you just love your country. Maybe you just want to be able to feed your kids without worrying where your next meal is going to come from. To me, that's what I would think. But hey, maybe I'm just a traditionalist. And I want to read the next story here, which is Nancy Mace exposes the flirty text messages that a leftist professor sent her after he melted down and called her racist for mispronouncing Kamala's name on CNN. I have the video directly for you here. Check this out. Here's what she had to say.
I'd like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without objection.
Then the guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala.
Yeah, exactly. And so she's saying, look, nobody actually cares about this. We live in a country where people pretend to have issue with the way people say Kamala's name or Kamala. I actually don't even know how to pronounce it. Is it because I'm racist? Maybe. Or maybe I just don't give a damn. I'd rather hear about her policy. You can call her whatever the hell you want. You can call her Kamal. Have you ever wondered what happened to legendary Chuck Norris? I recently saw a video that he made and I was shocked. He was in his 80s and still kicking butt and working out and staying active. Now, what's even more shocking is he's stronger, can work out longer, and even has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. Now, he did this just by taking one change in his life. He says that he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing this one thing too, and she's never felt better. She said she feels 10 years younger. Wouldn't you want that for yourself? Well, Chuck made a special video that explains everything to you. Make sure that you watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/pundit. That's CHUCKDEFENSE.com/PUNDIT, or by clicking in the link below this video. It'll change the way that you think about your health. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/pundit, and click on the link in the description below to watch the video now. You won't believe how simple it is. Just a reminder that legendary Chuck Norris is 84 years old, and he discovered a way to create dramatic changes with the 3 things that are sabotaging our body as we age. Watch his method now by clicking the link in the description box below at chuckdefense.com/pundit. Now, I want to explain our last story is quite interesting, and it's the fact that Trump appeared on Gutfeld, and apparently it broke ratings for his cable show. Tops all cable and even network shows during that exact time. So it looks like Trump is still pushing the limits when it comes to setting records for the country, and people want to listen to him. You can't even get Kamala on an interview where she doesn't have every answer beforehand and she's told exactly what to say and what to do. Anyway, my name is Elijah Schaffer. Thank you for watching the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. If you like the story, don't forget to drop a comment and subscribe to our Rumble channel. You can get the rest of these stories at thegatewaypundit.com. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.